One day, I feel a pain in my ear. When I close my eyes, I can see red, blue, purple, So I didn't know actually like, something is happening inside my head. I was warded, so I was diagnosed with stroke. Due to my condition, it was very hard for me to apply for a job. When I was hospitalized, I met this social worker, connected me to Noel. My first impression, I thought he's a young man. Yeah, because when he spoke to me, he sounds very jovial, energetic. He told me that not to worry because he's there to guide me and help me revamp my resume, which is outdated.
Rafi, in terms of his personality, he's a fighter. He's a survivor. So he went to do Grab. He went to take on part-time jobs that comes his way. So this is something that I really admire him. When he shared with me his situation, I was able to empathize with him. And I guess that also helped him to move on because he had a listening ear. And from there, he can work towards getting employment.
Listen to these key things they're talking about. He had a listening ear. The person that he sought out, he actually sought some help. He had a stroke. He had a health issue. Many times on this channel, we talk about health costs increasing during retirement. So many of us think, oh, I'm going to work till 65 or 70. Well, what happens when you have a stroke? What happens if you have a heart attack? Things are going to change very rapidly. But this person sought out help. He needed to update his resume. It wasn't that he wasn't qualified. It wasn't that he wasn't a good employee, because he's very loyal. He was actually looking for employment, very energetic, but he needed some help. He needed some guidance. And a lot of us are in these situations right now. We're at these life moments or maybe we're getting married, maybe we're going through a divorce, maybe there's a birth in the family, or maybe there's a death or an inheritance or something like that we have to deal with. And we really don't know what to do, and we need some help. And make sure you click and schedule an appointment with me, because I don't want you to be in a dire situation where you have to climb out so much. I want you to be in a good space where you're happy, things are going well, you could plan in a happy space and actually dream. He said his greatest quality was that he is a dreamer. That's what financial plans are all about. It's about dreaming big and bringing those dreams to reality and making sure the money doesn't stay on the spreadsheet, but actually translates into something that's big and beautiful in your life.
Most of my life, I'm alone now. I'm on my own. It's like a heaven sent, when Noel called me, because at that time I was quite desperate,
One thing that I noticed is he has grown in terms of his confidence, right? And what I see is along the way, he bounced back faster from adversity.
With the help of Noel, I landed a job. So this is actually much needed for me to support myself.
This is a great video. This is a really, really great video. It hits on a lot of different points. I know we're talking about a different industry like photography, but this applies to finance too. The advisor that he received was heaven sent to organize his life. And his advisor actually told him the same thing. Your energy, your passion, your ability to overcome adversity. Because even having a financial advisor, there are going to be some troubling times. There's going to be times in the market where you're going to be uncomfortable or not know what's going on. And having an advisor there, it will help you get through some of those tough times. Maybe you're going through a tough time right now. Maybe you're making these financial decisions and you're feeling overwhelmed. It feels like you're alone. It feels like you have no help. And the people in your community are not helping as well. They're deep in debt. They don't know anything about finances, but getting educated, having someone break down these concepts in a very simple way so you can understand it, so you can build more confidence. Confidence. That's what he needed in himself to build himself back up so he can be good and a productive citizen. If you are in this situation once again and you need some help, make sure that you reach out to us. Also, make sure you subscribe because it helps me and it helps the algorithm push videos like this to people who need it like you.